Here we have the outside of the Majestic 175. As we move along, we will first come to the flue for the whale boiler. With these particular flues, you do not need to do anything with them, just make sure that nothing is obstructing them. As we run along the bottom of the motorhome, we will then come to the flue for the whale space heater. Exactly the same as the boiler. We do not need to do anything with these. Again, just make sure nothing is obstructing them. And then if we go slightly up, you will see the Truma external shower hose point. So if we first remove the dust cover and then come to the hose, you will see we have this part here that all we do is just plug in and it will then lock into place. As long as the water pump is on inside the van, this will automatically go under pressure, as you can see. To remove, just pull on the blue trigger and pull out, and then replace the dust cover. Next we have fresh water fill. As you can see, it's lockable. Just push in, twist, wiggle wiggle, hose pipe in to fill up your fresh water tank. To drain the fresh water tank down, we just come directly below and you'll see the blue tap here for fresh water. Just literally turn. And then next to it we have the grey water drain for the wastewater. Next we have the location of the cassette. So standard Thetford cassette toilet. Lift up to remove the cassette. As you can see, they now all come on wheels with an extendable handle. Do make sure that when slid back in, it is fully engaged and dropped back into here. As we come around the back, you'll see the rear view camera just up the top there. And then next we have the external barbecue point. So with these, you do need to get yourself a barbecue adapter. Basically all they are basically a brass spear about this long. Just attach one end of the hose of the barbecue with a Jubilee clip to the barbecue spear, and then plug it in here and it will then lock into place. You will then be allowed to turn the gas on. To remove it, just push on the collar, push it up, and then the spear will then just pop back out again. Next we have the gas locker. So in here we have room for 2 propane bottles. You'll see the whale regulator just here, and then pigtail off the regulator screwed into the propane bottle and then tightened with a gas spanner. Bottle on and off on the top. Do make sure that the bottle is off for travel. Directly underneath we then have the location of the spare wheel, just here. Basically where my finger is here, there is a location hole in the jack and wheel brace that sits underneath the passenger seat. There is a bar. That bar locates into there, and then the brace attaches on the end of it, and then the spare wheel is wound down. Next we have both fridge vents. We do have winter covers for these. So these are to be used if you are using the motorhome in minus temperatures. They basically go on like so, and then with either a flat-headed screwdriver or a key, just turn both of these points here to lock them into place, and then the fridge will basically vent just from the lower point just here, thus holding in some heat and running efficiently when it is extremely cold. Do make sure that they are off when the temperature is well above freezing, or otherwise the fridge will overheat and again not run efficiently. Next we have the location of the leisure battery, and then the main hookup point, and next to that we have access to underneath the bench seat. The Dometic roll-out canopy, and then diesel fill just here. Cap unlocks on the ignition key, and then the AdBlue fill point just here.